Hello everybody, and welcome to another one of my daily tarot readings. My name is Miriam Divine, and today we're around November 23rd, and these readings, they can go a few days before, a few days after, mostly a little bit after, maybe a little bit a while after. So, but if the readings don't resonate, they don't resonate with you. If they do, they do. And well, let's, I hate to give that disclaimer, but anyway, let's go ahead and do a reading. So, I had a hard night last night, so I had some really weird visions and things. So we'll see how today goes. Okay, which deck am I seeing? Got my 6 decks around me. We're going to start with one of these Astro Ascension cards, and then we're going to do some Significator cards with a tarot deck. I hear Zeus in my head saying, I wanted to use Lightseer, and I hear him saying, no, this is it right here. I hear him saying, draw some of mine, so I'll draw a couple of his, and then I might do a Lightseers anyway. And we've got Cancer as far as our, and it talks about feelings, and this is all about intuition. I see a little 69 up in here, so I'm almost getting like there's some relationship stuff going on with this card, right? It talks about intuition, and I think there's a relationship stuff in here, and it's about feelings and nurturing those kind of things. If you read the little words down here, let's see, vulnerable, moody, it has positives and negatives. So this is a very kind of relationship water kind of card is what I'm getting from this, right? Very emotional, and of course, if we know anything about energy, of course, our emotions are highly connected to our intuition, right? Now we got 2 cards here. That Zeus, and I have to put my glasses on for these guys because they're kind of hard. And it looks like we got the 3 of, oh, it's the Empress card. I was reading the 3 at the top. It's the Empress. And definitely she came out in reverse. So this is the Empress is being in your ultimate emotional strengths and being in that ultimate feminine thing. But this talks about stepping away from that a little bit, about not trying to control everything, not trying to be in everyone's business. And I think this is part of this intuition of getting away outside of yourself. And the other one, of course, is the Lover's card, right? This is definitely an emotional reading. Okay, we got this intuition, emotional thing, and then we got this kind of collapse of some type of friendship or relationship. And this is kind of, I think it's kind of stepping outside of yourself is kind of how I'm getting that. And let's put a couple cards in here to try to connect some of this, right? About this intuition and trying to see this thing from this trying not so hard. I think you're trying too hard. You ever heard of the unbothered aspects of winning relationships? This is kind of like what I'm getting at, this unbothered, I'm going to not try as hard. We need another one. We're going to stick with this one first and see where we're going to go. And yes, of course, we got the 9 of Cups, right? All of this is pointing towards, this is celebration. This is jumping for joy. I've got all this great stuff, but it came out in reverse. Everything's in reversals here. And so I almost feel, and I kind of, people say do relationship readings and stuff. And this is kind of the reason why I don't do a lot of relationship readings, is because my readings don't always come out happy, joy, you're gonna, meet your favorite lover. This talks about some kind of relationship problems. You're having issues, things are falling apart, and you don't want to, you've got to follow your intuition inside of this thing and try to step outside of yourself and not do as much work to whatever's going on in your life. I love you all. Have a good one. Bye. Hello everybody again. This is Miriam Divine, and I've decided, because I kind of went over on the first one, I'm trying to keep these under 3 minutes, but there's no way. That first one was like 4 or 5 minutes. I'm going to go ahead and do an extended. So we're having this kind of relationship issues kind of thing. Let's see if we can find a way out of this, right? So what are we seeing? Oh wait, this one like is in my eyes, so we will draw one of these witching hour ones. I'm not quite sure how this is going to have to deal with your relationships, because usually these are not relationship cards, and it's this one's right here trying to come out, and it talks about reset, right? Okay, yes, I could see this definitely as a relationship type of card, right? Reset in with moon water. Now, this has multiple meanings, but I see this with the moon water is taking a reset, go just get away, sit in the ocean, sit in a bathtub full of salt waters, maybe add a little bit of moon water if you have any laying around. I might even do that. I have some. And it talks about reset. So you have this mess going on, right? And it's time to step away and just relax. Now let's pull a little bit more about the reset, because let's see if we can get this. Is it vacations? Is it, you know, what is the reset that we need to do? I see a bath kind of in your future, but maybe there's more to it than that, than just that. I think there's got to be a, and we got a lot of cards. They all just flew out on the floor. So there's definitely some messages coming here. Looks like we got about 4, maybe 5. Try not to put my head in the picture here. Okay, and I'm trying to look at all these cards. There's like a bazillion of them, right? We got a whole pile of them. And it starts with the Chariot. So the reset is about making that decision to reset and to make some type of move. Not saying move like away or anything, but some type of action that you're going to have to do. And it's going to start with this kind of reset moment. And here's the Empress again in upright. So when you decide to make the move, maybe you're even not doing your Empress stuff up in the earlier, but you're going to reset so that you know what to do. And that's what this Empress card, this was a slightly different Empress feel than the other one. The other one was step outside of yourself and get away from this madness. Don't do anything there. This one is about self-care, about taking care of yourself in an earthly feel. And we have the 7 of Wands, which is protect your energy. Now, we got this reset, right? You're going to reset down to a basics. You're going to start doing things, and you're going to feel maybe a little bit of attacked by all these things. You need to stop, slow down, meditate, maybe get a magical charm or something to protect your energy. And we've got the 8 of Swords in reverse, which is that whatever is holding you back, what all these things are that are attacking you, are going to kind of go away. They're going to realize they're just mirrors, and they're going to happen, and it's just in your head. It's just a mirror thing, and you can step away from that. And we have the Ace of Pentacles in reverse, which is interesting. It's kind of this a beginning in an earthly realm, kind of, but it's going to feel very, very subdued. It's almost going to feel like you're doing the work versus the work doing it to you, kind of understand? Like you have to hold the earth versus the earth holding you. Does that make sense? That's a little bit cryptic, but it's one of these kind of like more actionable, and you're going to have to get your hands dirty in whatever it is you're doing, right? You're going to have to do something more. And we have Death in reverse, which death is always symbolized of a rebirth, right? Upright or upside down is a rebirth. But when it's like this, it's in your face, right? You're going to feel this almost like a doom. This is going to be much more subtle. You're not going to feel it. You're not going to see it. It's going to feel like it's outside of you almost. And yet it's going to be a rebirth, but you're not going to even notice it's happening. And it's going to happen, and it's going to stop. Whatever this heartbreak is, whatever's going on up here is going to go away, right? With the reverse 3 of Swords. And we have, you know, it's highly possible with the 8 of Cups coming out that whatever it is, this, whatever was going on, you're making actions, you're doing a lot of things here after you stepped away from yourself. So up in here, and you did that reset, whatever the reset was, it's what is going to help you to move ahead and go towards the sunrise. And that's like go towards a Zeus type card. And I'm going to go ahead and draw one and see what that sunrise is. And Zeus, of course, he has a very positive sunny deck, so we're going to just go ahead and flip through here until we get one. And I think we're going to spin them once just to make sure they're really nice and for as weird shape as these cards are, they shuffle really nice, but they're a little bit flimsy. You know, that's it right there. Okay, so, and this one crosses the cards. This one doesn't sit upright or side. It goes across, and it looks like the Devil card. Interesting. So, you're going to have this card crossing all of the others. And it's going to be like this weird little voice telling you no, telling you yes, telling you do this, do that. And it kind of sits on the whole situation across all of this madness, right? Across everything. And this whole time, I would say it's your ego, but it feels like it's something a little bit outside of it. It might feel like your ego and your own ego talking, but it's almost like that mirror card, wherever that went in here, right? Just before in the Devil, that it's something in all of this. And what you want to do is use your intuition, which was the very first card I think we drew way back in the very beginning here. Use your intuition to know the yeses and the nos. Follow your heart in this. Don't follow whatever else is happening and others are telling you. Follow your heart. Okay, that's it for our extended. I love you all. Bye.